Ruben Amorim has suggested that his relationship with Manchester United's Chiefs has soured. The Portuguese manager brutally shut down any prospect of January transfer business just 2 days into the window. Sign up for the Man United newsletter. Thank you. Ruben Amorim has suggested his relationship with the Man Utd hierarchy has become strained credit. Getty. An expected lack of movement in the winter window has soured relations between the manager and football chiefs. Credit. Getty. Amorim's cryptic answers then added fuel to the fire that his relationship with United's hierarchy has suffered a seismic fracture over recruitment plans. Normally so open in his media conferences, Amorim point-blank refused to expand on comments he made on Christmas Eve about his preferred style of play. He had said, "I have the feeling if we have to play a perfect 3-4-3, we need to spend a lot of money and we need time. I'm starting to understand that is not going to happen. So, maybe I have to adapt." When grilled on whether United Director of Football Jason Wilcox had vetoed his transfer targets, Amorim bid back, "I do not want to talk about that. You are very smart, so, read more in football." Amorim was seemingly telling the media to read between the lines. United are 6th in the Prem, level on points with Chelsea, but life at Old Trafford could quickly turn ugly amid the selection crisis. Recent poor results and injuries to key players like skipper Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount and Kobbie Mainoo has left Amorim desperately short of options. Amorim is also without Africa Cup of Nations trio Brian Mbeumo, Ahmad and Nosair Mazraoui, as well as veteran defenders Harry Maguire and Matthijs de Ligt through injury. Most read in football. Best free bets and betting sign-up offers. United's bench averaged 20 years old during Tuesday night's dismal 1-1 draw with bottom-side Wolves, full of wide-eyed teenagers pinching themselves over the possibility of making a Prem debut. Conversations between Amorim and the club chiefs are understood to have taken place this week, which could explain Amorim's tetchy mood. Short-term midfield options such as Ruben Neves are not currently being entertained in January. Long-term targets have been identified, with the club ready to move for a big-name midfielder in the summer. The fact there are unlikely to be any new players in January means United would be reluctant to let any players go amid speculation over the futures of Joshua Zirkzee, Manuel Ugarte and Mainoo. A gloomy Amorim said, "If you look at our squad, it is impossible for someone to leave. But I guess they need to talk with Jason." Wilcox, the former Sporting manager, said that while gesturing over to the first journalist who mentioned Wilcox's name. Wilcox manages recruitment, analysis and performance after stepping up from technical director when former Newcastle Sporting chief Dan Ashworth left after 5 months. Tension is hotting up between the dugout and the higher-ups ahead of United's banana skin trip to Elland Road at lunchtime today. While United have managed only 3 victories in their last 10 games, Leeds are unbeaten in 6, having enjoyed emphatic home wins over Chelsea and Crystal Palace and a draw at Anfield on New Year's Day. Ticket plus hotel room for Man Utd games from £155. Get tickets to see Man Utd at Old Trafford with our hand-picked deals. The packages, offered by Sports Breaks, include an official match ticket and an overnight stay in a hand-picked hotel. If you click on a link in this article, we will earn affiliate revenue. Man United home games. The 30th of December. v Wolves. from £155 and 17 pence Jan. v Manchester City, from £225 and 31 pence Jan. v Fulham, from £199. The 7th of February, v Tottenham, from £229 and 28 pence February. v Crystal Palace, from £189 and 14 pence Mar. v Aston Villa, from £199. The 11th of April, v Leeds United, from £204 and 25 pence April. v Brentford, from £179 and 20 pence May. v Liverpool, from £279. The 17th of May, v Nottingham Forest, from £199. Over Christmas, Amorim said he has come to accept that he might not be given the ideal signings to play his beloved 3-4-3 system, and will therefore need to adapt his formation. He tweaked his setup to a back four against Newcastle for the first time since joining, guiding United to a 1-0 Boxing Day win and a first clean sheet in nearly 3 months. But the 40-year-old's decision to revert to a back five and 2 midfielders against a Wolves side that had just 2 points left a bitter taste. Visibly irritated, Amorim distanced himself from recruitment decisions, suggesting a failure to find common ground with Wilcox and co. United registered interest in Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo in December, but the Cherries' forward is now on the verge of signing for rival City. Transfer News Live. Follow all the latest from the January window. The fact that minority owners Ineos considered Semenyo's £65 million release clause shows that the money is there to spend, but only if specific targets become available. Maybe Amorim was hoping that the money earmarked for Semenyo could be spent on strengthening other areas of the team. The club were never likely to spend big in the winter window after splashing £225 million in the summer. But without reinforcements, the atmosphere around the club could turn nasty with difficult games against title chasers City and Arsenal, as well as an FA Cup third-round tie against Brighton before the month is out. Key absentees Fernandes, Mabumo and Ahmad should be back inside the next 2 weeks. Amorim said, "It was bad luck to lose Ahmad, Brian, and Bruno at the same time." Recommended stories. They create the most opportunities compared to the rest of the team. If you lose the 3 of them at the same time, any team in the world will struggle. Top sport travel deals. See the new year in with a bang with these huge sporting events. We have teamed up with top travel companies to secure amazing deals on some of the most spectacular contests. Our partners' packages include Biceps WWE superstars head to the UK on the road to Royal Rumble Tour. Bullseye Luke Littler headlines the Premier League darts on Thursday nights, soccer ball tickets and hotels to see top Premier League games at Man Utd and Arsenal. Horseface save cash on premium packages to all the top horse racing meetings with our exclusive code. Tennis. Watch the Miami Open and then enjoy a luxury cruise of the Caribbean. Check out more of our sport travel offers here. If you click on a link in this article, we will earn affiliate revenue.